Before the first sunrise touched the earth, you knew. Before the oceans learned their boundaries, you knew. Before the stars were scattered across the heavens, you knew. Before Adam opened his eyes, before history began, before the first heartbeat, before the first mistake, before the first tear, you knew the cost. And still you said, let there be light. You saw the garden, yet you chose us. You saw the betrayal, yet you chose us. You saw the rejection, yet you chose us. You saw the nails, yet you chose us. Love was never forced, mercy was never demanded. You chose the cost, because you chose us. The mountains were not yet standing, the rivers were not yet flowing, the angels had not yet witnessed the unfolding of redemption. Yet hidden within eternity was a decision made in love, not because we deserved it, not because we earned it, but because your heart desired us. Yeah, you knew every failure, you knew every wandering step, you knew every hidden wound. Still your love moved toward us. You knew the cost, yeah you came. You knew the pain, yeah you stayed. You knew the cross, yeah you carried it. Love looked ahead and still said yes. You knew the cost, yet you chose me. Before Bethlehem's manger, before the shepherds gathered, before the wise men journeyed, before the songs of heaven filled the night, you already knew the crown of thorns, the mocking voices, the lonely road, the hill called Calvary. Nothing caught you unaware, nothing altered your purpose. The scars were not a surprise, the suffering was not unknown. Every step was taken with perfect understanding. You knew the cost, yet you came. You knew the sorrow, yet you remained. You knew the darkness, yet you entered it. Love saw everything and still said yes. When I think of all you knew, my words grow small. When I think of all you saw, my heart falls silent. You knew the nails, you knew the spear, you knew the abandonment, you knew the grave, yet nothing could stop your love. You saw generations unborn, you saw the redeemed, you saw prodigals returning, you saw captives set free, you saw broken hearts restored, you saw sons and daughters coming home beyond the suffering, beyond the cross. it already knows the cost. Jesus, 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 you knew the cost, yet you came. You knew the cost, you knew the ending, yet you began. You knew the wounds, yet you embraced them, because love had already made its choice. You knew the cost, yet you chose us. Before the first sunrise, before the first ocean, before the first mountain, before the first mountain, before the first breath, love had already decided. Mercy had already decided. Mercy had already decided. Before history began, before the first heartbeat, before the first mistake, before the first tear, you knew the cost, and still